Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All right, here we go. These two. Go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now a play fake here on first down. And they didn't wait long to can take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Now, lucky 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Green.
They go play action with Jackson. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 96 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Like 30. 4 down.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Over! Leopard!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go. 4 down.
They'll go again with Bell. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bo Scarborough with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Leopard.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Let's go, let's go.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Let's go.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Double bump. Set. Blue 30. Double bump.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down.
Well, after another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
Roethlisberger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They give them a gain of 38. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
4 down. Leopard!
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Gone! Leopard!
4th down. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's had a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hurry up, let's go. Make both of them.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, let's go. Double, double.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Let's go.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Jack 16. Where's 52? All right, let's go. Snickers, 66. Monday. Snickers, 66.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brunt and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 41 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Flex Brown! Flex Brown! Here we go! What? 90! Hut! What? 90! Hut!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Washington's got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Gone! Let's go!
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got Snead. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd and short. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense, when you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football.
And they're going to bring him down, back across midfield at the 45. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run. This is Scarborough. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now it's the backup Rudolph. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, Dobbs. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go!
Dobbs now on second down. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches, holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on it. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They come out here, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.